It's everything. I think the tournament aspect is something that I love about the sport. Maybe not everybody does, but I think that's the way to do it. I'm excited to be a part of that. Excited for the event at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's a big thing for the sport, and I get to be part of it with a couple guys that I occasionally get along with.
I don't know, I'm pretty stoked about it. Just the tournament thing is pretty cool. Having the opportunity to fight twice in one night, especially in an event like this, first event at the Pinnacle. Yeah, I've fought Anthony once before out in Northwest for MCF, and of course, me and Tower live together. Been pretty good friends for a while, so that should be an interesting fight. Trained with Anthony a little bit too, so I'm excited to see what happens.
And new MCF Amateur Lightweight Champion, Justin Magnum Weaver.
Avenging losses and getting to face somebody that's beat you is the pinnacle of sport for me. That's how you get better. That's how you learn. That's a big step of progress for me. I'd love to fight some of the opponents I lost to. I'm glad some are more willing than others.
Striking inside the triangle and not trying to defend it correctly, you're going to get tapped. And he's tapped out.
It's a great opportunity. Like I said, he's a tough young kid, and I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a really tough, good, interesting fight. It's probably got the possibility of winning fight of the night. Who knows? I hope it doesn't go that far, but nothing ever goes according to plan for me.
Well, you got to get out there and get it done. You're right. You got 3 rounds to work with, and that's 3 rounds that are really going to blow your gas tank. You got to be very strategic about it, and you know what you're doing. You know when to waste the energy, when to go.
You got to be physically and mentally ready for that fight. You got to choose your shots. You got to train hard for it, just in case that first fight, it may go all 3 rounds. You have the possibility and potential to fight 6 rounds in one night. You got to get your body ready for that. So that's what I'm going to be ready to do.
My strategy? Ancient Marco's secret. No, but of course no one wants to stay in there that long. I've had some fights go 3 rounds. It's fun, but I don't prefer it. I just kind of go into every fight with the same strategy. Just kind of punch them until someone stops me. So hopefully it's quick.
Finish the first one as fast as possible, and head back and get mentally and physically prepared for that second one. Deal with whatever we got to deal with from the first fight, and move on to the next one. That's the way you want it to go. But for me, I also think it make for a pretty cool story to say you went 6 rounds that night. So I'm down for whatever.
The first one's just as important as the second because you're not going to get there. But I'd like to get that first one out of the way as quick as possible, so you can take your time, strategize a little more in that second one, but you don't want to use all your gas on that first fight and get too beat up or too winded to really give it your all in that last fight.
Nothing ever goes according to plan. Again, I'd love to finish that first fight as quick as possible, but we'll just see. I mean, it'd be nice to finish it in the first round or the first 2 so I can just sit back and relax and wait for the finals, but again, that's just another thing I'm going to be working on. I got to get my body ready to go a possibility of fighting 6 rounds in one night. I got to get myself ready for that.
If it was my choice, I wouldn't fight my friends. But fortunately, my friends are some of the toughest guys in my weight class, and I think it's an honor to be able to fight some people that I get along with rather than someone I have animosity with. I think for people who are misunderstood in the sport, people who don't understand the sport, to see 2 friends compete against each other like that is a great thing for everybody.
First and foremost, I'm worried about this guy right here. I got to beat him to get to the finals, and Weaver, he has to beat his opponent too to get to the finals. If I do have the chance and opportunity to fight Justin, I don't have a problem busting his lip or wiping that mustache right off his face.
Every event for the past 2 years or more, me and Tower are always there together. Always wearing some goofy something, We always had the mustaches. So what better event to have it at than the biggest event so far at Pinnacle. As far as us being friends and roommates and everything, like Anthony said, it's kind of cool to see that in a sport where everyone thinks, we're a bunch of jerks, we just like to fight people, bar fights, we're bad kids. A lot of them are misunderstood, and whether Tower beats me, I beat Tower kicks me in the nuts halfway through the fight, whatever, man. Whatever happens, we'll probably share a brew at the end of the night, and I'll probably go back to being a good little housewife roommate and make some breakfast in the morning. Anthony can come over too.
Yes.
We'll be friends before the fight, and we'll definitely be friends after the fight. Maybe even better friends. Omaha has the Ralston. We got the Pinnacle. This is going to be a huge event. It's going to be a fun night of fights. The card is stacked. I get the opportunity to fight Anthony Cox. He's a tough young kid. I'm looking really forward to it. And who knows? We'll see how the night goes. You might see me and my roommate Weaver here punch faces. But right now, I'm more worried about this guy.
Dynasty Combat Sports.
Season's beatings at the Pinnacle Bank Arena.
December 5th. America!